anything you'd like to eat?
Turkish Delight?
Hi everyone, I'm Christian J. Abraham. Today I'll be talking about one of the most iconic fantasy stories of all time, the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. First published in 1950, the book follows four siblings who stumble into the magical world of Narnia, where they face an epic struggle between good and evil. One key moment in the story is when Edmund is tempted by the White Witch with Turkish Delight, a simple candy that becomes a powerful symbol of manipulation, desire, and betrayal. So today, I'll be recreating that same treat, Turkish Delight, while we explore how this sweet reflects Edmund's character and the story's deeper themes, temptation, loyalty, and consequences. After combining all the ingredients, we bring it all to a boil, let it simmer for a few minutes until the mixture thickens. Edmund Pevensey starts off as a stubborn, jealous, and easily influenced boy. He feels overshadowed by his siblings and resents their authority, which makes him vulnerable to the White Witch's manipulation. His craving for power and her offer of enchanted Turkish Delight led him to betray his family. This is where we see how temptation can blind us. Edmund thought he was getting power and comfort, but instead he was used and betrayed by the very person he trusted. The warmth of the Turkish Delight faded fast, and he was left with regret and guilt. This is the moment where Edmund begins to realize the cost of his actions, not just to himself, but to his family. Once the cornstarch mixture thickens, it's time to combine everything together. Let it reduce to a gentle bubble for about 45 minutes. As our Turkish Delight slowly thickens, so does the weight of Edmund's decisions. But this is where Edmund's story takes a turn. He doesn't stay the traitor. He owns up to his mistakes, and with Aslan's guidance, he redeems himself. From a boy tempted by a box of sweets to a wise and just ruler, King Edmund the Just, his journey shows us that redemption is always possible and that even the most flawed characters can grow into greatness. Now that we've seen Edmund's transformation, let's go back to our Turkish Delight. Spray your baking pan with a bit of cooking spray to prevent it from sticking. Then pour in the mixture, smooth it out, and let it rest at room temperature for about 4 hours. While that's cooling down, let's get the coating ready. In a separate bowl, combine powdered sugar and a bit of cornstarch. Now it's time for assembly. Dust the top with powdered sugar to keep everything from sticking, then slice them into bite-sized pieces. Just like this dessert, Edmund's journey reminds us that what seems sweet at first can come with consequences. But mistakes don't have to define us. In the end, he chose redemption, loyalty, and growth, becoming not just a king of Narnia, but a symbol of forgiveness and change. This has been a taste of literature, where stories aren't just read, they're experienced. And just like Turkish Delight, it's a reminder that not everything that tastes good is good for us. Thanks for watching.